Hi friends, welcome to Keeping Christ in Christmas. Today we're going to be talking about the most magical time of the year and also the most exhausting. Whenever you're supposed to be getting hot chocolate and going ice skating and spending time with your friends and you're just so relaxed, you're enjoying the holiday season, but then also you're in school or you're working and you have to get all of your Christmas presents in a timely fashion so that you're not stressed out right before Christmas and you have to wrap them all. And then you also have to go to all these different events, but you have to go to everyone's events. You can't just choose certain events because if you do, then the person whose events you didn't go to will be upset and then there'll be drama. So you go to all the events and then you get extended. And then at the events, they're playing All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey over and over and over again for 500,000 million times. And you have to act like you're not going insane. But in the midst of it, someone comes along and says, don't forget the reason for the season. And you have to think about your life choices for a second because you're clutching your credit card while Googling last minute Christmas gifts whenever you forget someone. But they're right. The reason for the season is Jesus. All those things are nice, but they're not the reason why we have Christmas. If we're too busy doing all of those other things, then we've missed the best part about Christmas. I think I'm the busiest person that I know. So pretty much this entire message is me just preaching to the choir, and the choir is a choir of one, and it's myself. So Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." That's a really nice way to say you're doing too much. Focus on me, and I'll handle the rest. But how do we do this when it feels like life is just one giant to-do list? First, we need to breathe. If Jesus can take a nap in the middle of a literal storm, then we can take a few moments to pray in the middle of our Target run. Two, we need to look for God in the ordinary, the peace you feel after everyone else has gone to bed, baking cookies with your family, quality time, reading your Bible. God doesn't need a big production to show up. Number three, bring God into everything. We don't need to separate Christmas time and God time. They go hand in hand. So if you're baking cookies for someone, say a prayer over those cookies that they nourish that person's body. I know that they're not necessarily nourishment, but they're good for the soul. So that too. Or if you're driving to Target for a last minute Christmas gift, say a prayer of thanks to God that he came into a world that is a lot messier than rush hour a couple of days before Christmas. The point is, the more we include God, include Jesus, the more Christmas becomes about Jesus. At the end of the day, we need to remember that Christmas is not about making sure we get that entire Christmas to-do list checked off. It's not about making sure we have every present wrapped so perfectly or having the most perfect Instagram picture to show off we're having a great Christmas. But it's about Jesus coming into the world for you and for me, because he just loved us so much that he was willing to lay down his life for us. And him coming to earth was the first step. So if you start to feel yourself get a little anxious, just remember, keep Christ in Christmas. And remember the real reason for the season. So have a wonderful Merry Christmas, and I'll see y'all next time.